everyone! So today I am here with my November Eat at Home challenge. I'm going to talk you through my challenge rules, my goals, and show you a little spreadsheet that I set up to track my progress because, as you guys know, I love me a good spreadsheet. For those of you who watch my vlogs, you will have known that this is coming, but you may still be a little bit surprised because you guys may know I tend to go out to eat a lot. So whether it be to restaurants or to get takeout to eat outside or to get maybe a sushito or some other takeout food to come home to eat, I love trying new restaurants, new eateries, and things of that nature. I've been thinking about this challenge for a very long time, but the reason I didn't mention it was because I wasn't 100% sure I was going to be able to do it, and I wasn't 100% sure that, 3 or 6 months down the road I would still be interested. So I just kept a little bit tight-lipped about it on my vlogs until I decided I am going to go ahead and do it. And I actually thought I made up this challenge, but I googled it a couple of days ago when I was trying to set up the rules and such, and it turns out a lot of people do this. With that being said, let's just jump right into it. What does this challenge entail? This challenge means I won't be eating at restaurants, fast food places, other types of eateries. I won't be going to food trucks and the like. Basically, I will only be going to grocery stores and eating food that is prepared at home. I'm still allowing myself to buy certain snacks like M&Ms. I'm big on M&Ms. Chips and salsa, I like that as a snack sometimes. And I will also be allowed convenience dinners. So hopefully I won't do it too often, but I'm gonna give myself that flexibility just in case because I'm not used to cooking, every single day. So I will be allowed frozen pizza, the ravioli that you can just boil and throw some sauce on. So that type of convenience I will still be allowing myself, but I won't be allowing myself to buy, say, a roast chicken or a plate of prepared sushi from the grocery store, or even the hot food counters and things like that that may be in a Whole Foods. I'm not allowing. This also extends to drinks, so no drinks from Starbucks, Tim Hortons, Timothy's, Second Cup, any of those types of places, your local coffee shop, anything that I drink must also be from the grocery store or done at home. So I can make myself a green tea latte, but I can't go out and buy a green tea latte. The only other thing I wanted to mention in terms of the rules was meeting up with friends. So you guys know when I get together with my friends, we tend to go for a meal. Most of my friends are food obsessed just like I am, so meals and new restaurants and things like that are a big part of what we enjoy doing together. But for the month of November, I will not be going out for meals. So we can get together maybe for a cooking night, or we can go see a movie, or maybe there's an exhibit that we want to check out. So now let's talk a little bit about why I'm doing this. I would say the number one reason that I'm doing this is to see what the impact is on myself. I've never done anything like this before. I've thought of other types of food challenges like no processed food and things of that nature, but I find those very difficult to stick to, and the definition of processed food is quite a gray area, so I've never done that even though it's been on my list for a number of years. I thought this would be the perfect challenge for me because it has a little bit more of a defined rule set. So you can definitely make the rules whatever you like, but in my mind the rules are pretty clear. I had a couple of instances where I was like, okay, this may be a gray area, but I'm just gonna deal with it as it comes. But for the most part, the rules are pretty black and white in my mind anyway. My curiosity of whether I can do it and how it will impact my life is the reason I decided to do this challenge. And when I say impact, and I will show you the little spreadsheet log that I created for this challenge, but I wanted to see the impact on my mood, for example, my finances, whether or not I'm encouraged to eat healthy and maybe exercise a little more because I'm not going out and having these big meals. So I wanted to track a whole bunch of information, and you'll see a little bit more detail once I show you the spreadsheet, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that I wanted to track, and I started tracking 2 weeks prior to the challenge, and I'm gonna track every day for the month of November, and then at the end I'm gonna see if I can come up with a little bit of an analysis or see if there's any concrete findings, and I'll share those with you guys, of course. So now I'm going to show you the clips that I did with my spreadsheet so you can have a better sense of what type of information I'm tracking and what I hope to accomplish with this challenge. So here's the spreadsheet that I created. I'm going to go through each of the fields and I'm going to do the updates that I have for yesterday. So as you can see, I started on October 18th and I'm going to be tracking a bunch of different information for 2 weeks before I start the Eat at Home challenge, which will begin on November 1st, and I'm really excited about it. So the first thing I wanted to track besides the number of day and the date was the day of the week, because I wanted to see if my mood correlates with, you know, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just being in a happier mood. And tracking for 44 days is by no means a huge sample set, but it's something to get me started. The next thing I wanted to track is the number of sleep hours, and this actually calculates via a formula. So I don't remember what time I went to bed on October 17th, which is why I just put a couple of dashes here. I'm tracking the time I wake up as well as a self-ranking on how I feel about how easy it was to wake up. So as you can see, on Tuesday it was really difficult for me to wake up, and yesterday, for example, it was really easy for me to wake up. My morning drink is the drink that I drink before going to work, and my mid-morning drink is the drink I drink at work. So I wanted to see if tea versus coffee versus an herbal infusion makes a difference. So the next items I'm going to track are how I feel in the morning, afternoon, and evenings. So a few words to just quickly describe how I'm feeling, and also a ranking in numbers, because a ranking is much easier to chart, and I do plan to do a few illustrations and such once I'm done with this experiment. So shifting over to the rest of the spreadsheet, I am tracking the time I go to bed, the number of minutes I spend napping in the day, and thank you to my friend for suggesting this. I actually used to be a hardcore napper and I haven't been napping as much lately, so I didn't think to include this field, and it was such a good idea because I still take the occasional nap and I love naps. I'm tracking the number of food calories I take in, and this is tracked throughout the day via MyFitnessPal, and I just put the total here. And then I have a column for food less move calories, and the move calories will come a little bit after that, but this field calculates automatically. I want to track the number of cups of water or other liquid like tea, coffee, etc. that I drink. I'm also tracking my move calories, my exercise minutes, and my stand hours, and all of this information is from the Apple Watch. I'm tracking whether or not I do my 10 minutes of stretching. I have been kind of on the wagon and off the wagon with this, so I'm trying to do it more regularly, and I think the tracking will help that. Now, I hadn't weighed myself until this morning, so I'm actually going to put my weight here because I did that this morning. So I'm not going to weigh myself every day, but I might weigh myself again right before the challenge and then at the end of the challenge. So let's just go ahead and put in the rest of the information. For yesterday, I went to bed at 1:30 a.m. And then I'm just going to pull up this next set of information from my Apple Watch app. So my move calories were 392. My exercise minutes were 75, and my stand hours were 15. And I did do my 10 minutes of stretching. Now once I put in my wake time, which was actually 6 a.m., how lovely, the number of hours I slept automatically calculates, and I only got 4.5 hours of sleep. This was not on purpose. My husband's alarm actually woke me up. He forgot to turn it off for the weekend. My ease of waking up, I would say I wasn't ready to wake up, but once I heard the alarm, I was pretty much up, so I'm just going to give myself a 3 there. I'm having a coffee for my morning drink, and I don't have enough information to fill out the rest of this stuff, so I am going to leave it at that for now. And the reason I put my weight up here is because I kind of fill out my information as I go through the day, and I wanted to show that I weighed myself before anything happened on Saturday, so I hadn't had my coffee yet, I hadn't had my breakfast, I just basically weighed myself and then I had a shower, and now I'm here talking to you guys. So that's why I put it on Friday instead of Saturday, even though I technically weighed myself Saturday morning. So that is going to be it for this spreadsheet. I do plan to add, maybe I'll just do it now, a notes section And what I want to put in this section are just kind of jot notes about the day, so nothing in particular on Tuesday that I want to note. Yesterday I worked from home and we went to Harborfront at night, which is why we came home late and I ended up sleeping late. Typically, my move calories and exercise minutes are pretty similar because all I do is walk to and from work, and I walk at a pretty brisk pace, so I log a lot more exercise minutes. But yesterday I worked from home, so I didn't get in my walk to and from work. But I did get in a lot of walking at Harborfront, but it's generally at a more leisurely rate. So I didn't log as many exercise minutes because I wasn't moving at a high enough speed to record as exercise. But I did log more move calories because I was at the slower pace for a longer period of time. So that is going to be it for this video. I wanted to post this up a little bit early. I know it's almost November, but in case any of you wanted to join me, and I'm going to call this the 30-day Eat at Home Challenge because I don't want it to be restricted to November. So if you're watching this maybe in mid-November or whatnot, you can still partake in this challenge. I chose November because November is a relatively quiet month in terms of us going out. We don't have any birthdays to celebrate. We don't have any special occasions to celebrate. The weather's starting to turn a little bit chilly, so I feel like cozying in a little bit more. So November was kind of the perfect month to do this. The only other months that I could have foreseen myself doing this was maybe January or March, but in 2017, Chinese New Year falls in January, and sometimes Easter is in March, but usually that's okay because we usually stay in for Easter anyway. So who knows? If November is a success, I may do this again come March. In terms of updates, I'm not going to be posting any standalone video updates, although at the end I may do like a little wrap up sharing with you the results of my log and any sort of analysis that I do. But throughout the month, I'm going to be doing updates in my vlogs. So if you watch my vlogs, hopefully you'll see a lot more cooking at home, sharing recipes, breakfasts. Maybe I'll film some what I eat in a day videos, but on the weekends. So if you guys want to join me, I hope you will do so. If you're not really up for it at this time, hopefully you will follow along and see my progress. I am super excited about seeing what the results will be, especially in terms of energy level and finances. That to me is kind of the most interesting part. Weight, of course, I would love to see if this has an impact on my waistline, but I think finances would be the #1 thing, just to see how much money I can save if I don't go out to eat. That to me is so interesting. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It has gone on long enough. Please stay tuned for my updates in my vlogs, and I will see you all real soon. Until then, please take care, and bye for now.